Coach, what's been the main emphasis in practice since the Fairfield game?
Oh my goodness, that would be defense. Defense has definitely been our focus, and making sure that we're in position and where we need to be defensively, and we're talking and communicating and rebounding. That's been our two primary focuses since our last game.
After watching the tape of the second half, was it what you mentioned? Was it the defense and rebounding, or just an overall letdown? What do you think it was?
Well, I think that, I mean, along with everything that's obviously going on with Coach, I think the girls were primarily a little concerned about that, but also too just our communication piece, like us not talking to each other in the second half and staying focused and just making sure that we're where we're supposed to be and getting to the boards, and just the focus that we need to play and put two halves together, I think, is what we noticed on film. Is just the focus and the communication is what we need to really work on.
Yeah. Do you think it's set in with the girls? I mean, obviously in Big 12 play, you can't have one good half and one bad half, or it's really going to cost you.
Well, I think they're learning. I mean, we do have a lot of inexperience on the floor at times, so they're putting it together game by game, the focus that it takes regardless of who you're playing to be engaged and where you need to be at all times, you know, in both halves. So I think each game we're putting it together and figuring it out.
All right. No, obviously I think this is as close to home as Bria will play. It'll probably be a special night for her. Could you tell she's really pumped about it?
Oh, absolutely. She's been looking forward to this game, because you're right. This will be the closest that we'll probably get to home for her, and this will give her family a chance to see her play. And I'm sure she'll have a lot of people at the game, so she'll be ready to play. She'll be excited.
You know, it seems like she's handled being the focal point of everybody you've played, pretty well so far. It seems like she hasn't been forcing things too much. How do you think that she's handled that whole thing so far?
I think she's handling it well. I think, Bria is, Bria's steady. You never see Bria too high, you never see her too low. She's just steady. And I think that as long as she stays focused and, she's given what we need her to give, Bria's always going to be just steady and consistent. And we count on her for that. So, I think that she's handled it extremely well.
You feel like you're starting to see some signs for your post game coming around. Lene's done some good things defensively for you. Crystal's come off the bench, done a pretty good job these last couple games, especially. We
do see it in Lene. Each game, Lene is getting better. She's getting more active. She's finding herself and finding her game, and we expect that. We're excited about these games we have leading into conference play to help Lene, get more confidence in herself and get to where she needs to be. And with Pooh, Crystal Leary, she comes in and gives us great minutes each time, she comes on the floor. So we're always excited about Pooh. We want her to give us a little bit more offensively because she can, and she's a capable scorer, and she's finding her looks in that as well. But we definitely do see each game a little bit more of what we need from our post players.
Fairleigh Dickinson, thoughts on them after studying them?
They are a team that's they're looking for a win right now. They've played everybody primarily fairly close, so they're a team that's really just trying to find a win right now and put it all together. They do have some talent on their team. They have a good point guard, they have a good shooter on the perimeter, and they have a very good post player. A couple of players averaging double figures, and their centers averaging a double-double. So this will be a good matchup for us. It'll be a great opportunity for us to go out again and get better defensively and work on the things that we've been trying to emphasize in practice every day.
Sometimes early season games like this, when you go to a smaller school and their gym can be dangerous. It could also be a good opportunity for your young team.
Absolutely. I think anywhere that you're playing right now, if you're on the road, there's an opportunity, for the crowd to be there, for the fans to, be an emphasis in the game. So each time, I think this is a great road game for us to get out now and go play on the road and have to play in front of someone else's crowd and keep the focus and, like I said, continue to work on the things that Coach has been emphasizing every day in practice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.